Dauntless, the new game by developer Phoenix Labs, is about to enter open beta on May 24th, so we thought now would be a good time to introduce you to the next big monster hunting game of the year. So first off, I'm sure the question on a lot of people's minds is this just like Monster Hunter? And the answer is sort of yes. A lot of the basics are there, including hunting monsters, constructing armor and weapons from monster parts, and customizing your character to look stylish and powerful in this new exotic world, but the systems in place in Dauntless could actually be seen as a bit of an easier stepping stone than the ones found in Monster Hunter. Let's take a look. So here we are in the common area known as Ramsgate. Here you'll find all the vendors that you'll need, which we can take a look at right now. First off is your character customization. You do it at the beginning of the game, like usual of course, but fret not, because if you're not a fan of your character's looks or even their gender, it's able to be changed quickly and it costs you nothing. Huzzah! Next up we have our weaponsmith. Pretty standard stuff here. Every time you hunt a monster, you are going to be able to craft a new weapon based on it. The weapons come currently in 5 different classes: the greatsword, the hammer, dual blades, axe, and warpike, and each different monster based weapon has its own unique set of perks. Each weapon can also be upgraded a certain amount of times, which will cost you a weapon fragment, a few pieces of the monster that you fought, and some notes, which is the name of the currency in this game. Likewise, the armor smith is the same sort of deal. You use your armor fragments, monster parts, and notes to craft armor with unique perks that will better fit your playstyle. Mix and match to your heart's content, and good news is that if you like the perk but you're not a fan of the look, then you'll be able to use transmog stones to make your gear look like other gear. Fashion play at its finest. You also have a lantern that you are able to forge with unique perks. These perks will allow you to do different things on the battlefield, such as speed up your teammates or provide a small damage reduction shield for a short amount of time. All of your gear has the ability to be infused with different perks that you will get through playing the game. The main way that I've seen people get these is through the core breaker, which is this thing that you can find all around the main hub. I'm honestly not sure if you get one of these cores each day as a login bonus, or if you get it as a leveling up bonus, or both, but whenever you get them, you'll be able to open them here and have a chance at receiving different infusion material for your gear. Lastly, we have the Potion Master, who allows you to craft potions and other items based on the flora you collect while you're out on your hunt. Be sure to pick these up when you see them, as they will allow you to craft items that will restore your health, boost your stamina, or just generally help you out in a pinch during your expeditions. They can be found in just random places when you're out on the hunt. If you see them somewhere, don't be afraid to run over and pick them up. It's really quick. In terms of character customization, there's actually a decent amount, but one thing to point out here is that this game will be free to play, which is great, but that also means that there will most likely be a decent amount of stuff in the store that they're going to want you to spend real money on. Right now you can buy colors for your gear, different emotes, a guild starter letter, transmog stones, some daily boosts for your character and your party, and graphics for your banner or flare. Speaking of, you are able to customize your character's banner, your flare gun, your emotes, and your landing animation. Your landing animation is what plays during the first part of the hunt when you jump out of the ship. So if you want to look like the coolest guy on the hunt before the hunt even starts, this is your chance. Speaking of which, let's get into the actual hunting, shall we? To start, you're going to want to head up to the message board in town and pick a quest to go on. If you have a specific quest, it'll show up here. But otherwise, you'll have 3 options to choose from. The first one, Patrols, lets you jump into the environment and just go searching for a monster. Who knows what you'll get? The second one, Expedition, means that after the hunt is completed, you will receive specific rewards from the area. So if you're looking to farm specific items, this is a good bet. And lastly, there's Pursuits, which is a mode that allows you to pick a specific monster and head out into the field for it. Once you've selected your mode, you'll be placed into a party forming screen. You'll have roughly 5 minutes for people to filter in before the quest starts. During this time, you are free to modify your loadouts in any way, and once you're ready, even if other players haven't shown up yet, you are free to hit the ready button and take off on your hunt. You'll spend the start of the hunt roaming around the floating island that you've landed on looking for the monster. There are various ways to get around, including these geysers that will launch you into the air, and these little wisps that will give you an increase in your agility for a short amount of time. Also, there is no falling damage, so don't be afraid to jump off of literally anything you see. Once you find the monster, you're going to want to launch your flare so the other people in your party can find you on the battlefield, and then let the battle begin. As with games like Monster Hunter, each monster is unique and has their own style of fighting against you. There's nothing really to say here besides good luck, and you'll learn how to fight each monster with enough time and practice. But also, you'll want to be comfortable with your weaponry, so let's take a look at the weapons. Each weapon has its own unique style of fighting. The greatsword, for example, has a basic slash attack, a heavy slash attack, and then an ultimate attack that gives you an increased attack speed and shoots a small burst slash into the monster's direction. The dual blades also have a basic slash attack, but the heavy attack is actually a long distance swing strike, and the ultimate is less of an attack and more of a way to get to the monster in an extremely quick fashion. Also, unlike the rolling dodge that the greatsword has, the dual blades use more of a gliding shift. And lastly, the hammer has a slow basic smash attack, like a hammer does, and okay, so the hammer is also a cannon gun thing. It wouldn't be this style of game if you didn't have something like this, so of course it's here and it's kind of crazy. The heavy attack will allow you to shoot a small burst like a cannon, and the ultimate move is actually just a way to reload your weapon. You'll need to have precise timing to reload, otherwise it'll slow you down during the fight. There are obviously 2 other weapons as well, but those get unlocked later and will leave you a little bit of mystery as to how those work. Hopefully there will also be more weapons and monsters released as the game's life cycle goes on. During the fight, the monsters will sometimes change their attack patterns, and at some point, they may even become enraged. Once enough time goes by or you do enough damage, the monster will return to normal. But while it's enraged, be careful because its attacks can be more sporadic during this time. Once enough damage is done, the monster will attempt to retreat and the hunt will continue as you try to search the island for the monster's new hiding spot. Do enough damage to certain parts of the monster and it will of course drop monster parts that you can pick up during the battle. I highly suggest picking these up because even if you receive parts as a reward after the fight, it never hurts to have more. The fight can end in 2 ways. 1, with your death. If your entire party goes down during a fight, you will wipe and have to head back to the main hub, so be careful about that. Or 2, you could win the fight and take home some well-earned rewards. After each hunt, you'll be given a number of rewards, most likely including armor fragments, weapon fragments, and monster parts. You'll also be ranked on how well you did compared to other players during the match, if you're into that. So that about does it. If you're interested in checking out the game yourself, the open beta should be starting on May 24th. You may have to sign up for it on the Dauntless website to get in, so head on over there and at the very least you can secure your username before somebody else snags it. If you found the video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe so we can get this video out to more people. And if you have any specific questions that weren't answered here in the video, feel free to write them down in the comments. Good luck out there everybody, and until next time, happy hunting.